the correct way to eat a cinnamon in a roll.
Yo, what the food is that? What am I looking at? It looks like a double-double douche was dropped inside your mac and cheese dishes. Please don't be putting all those beans on my pizza and lasagna. Got me begging on my knees. Yo, what the food is that? A deep fried heart attack, type 2 diabetes on a stick with candy coated double chin setting in. What you gonna do when your poor little cankles can no longer support you? Smells like cholesterol and shame up in here. Man, it's rancid. Is that boiled pig feet? I'm gonna be sick. Yo, what the food is wrong with you? Just tell me why you do the things you do, like coating chicken wings in purple goo and turning perfect meat into a nightmare straight from Lovecraft. The cheese-covered Swiss rolls will fuse to your back fat. Yeah, what the food? Tell me what you gonna do. Are you gonna eat the pizza with the special toppings too? Yes, it's been revealed and it turned into a spectacle. Now don't start tripping, it's just a juicy testicle. What the food is that? A frosted coated glass. What the food am I supposed to do with something that's as dumb as that? Wait a minute, now I see it. This is just a waste of space. Take a step back and get your salmon vodka out my face. You can't tell me people actually eat this. It's gotta be illegal. What even is that? Ugh. Oh, what the food? What did I just walk into? Chocolate emerald pickles with a heaping side of fragrant grue, coupled with the texture of the double sardine chocolate bread. Kinda makes me wish that this morning I had woke up dead. Can you even classify that as food? Isn't poisoning someone for internet fame illegal? What the food, man? Hello and welcome. There we go. Hello and welcome to What the Food? Yes. Since it's Christmas time, I was planning on doing a Christmas special, but I didn't have enough to throw a Christmas special together. So instead, I'm going to show you some of the most tasty food stuff that I've come across during my hiatus while I was gone. You know, but first we do have an unboxing from our friend Sean Estep, because it turns out the shipment we got last week was actually a two-parter, not including the box that came for Brahma. And so yeah, we're gonna open that second box today. He gave me this guy last time. If you want to see the full unboxing, go check out Talent Gaming, GTA 5 last time, and more. And that I did last time. I did it at the beginning. Some really cool shit. Some glittery kind of gay pens and stuff, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see what Estep has in store for us on this second box, because it is Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Let's open a present. Let's do it. Gotta just rearrange myself here. Ugh. It is a 25-pound box. Oof. As I punch myself in the chest. Gosh, you'd think I'd care for myself just a little bit more than that. You would think, right? And of course, he went crazy with the tape, like all over the place. I think he's starting to do this on purpose because I complain about it every time he sends me a package. I'm like, man, the amount of tape that you got going on here, like, could hold together a Boeing better than whatever it is they're doing. Jeez, man. This is literally a U-line knife designed for cutting tape on boxes, and it was struggling there for a second. Like, shit. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Corey opening an early Christmas present from Sean Estep. Some lovely paper packing, as always. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, 10-piece math set. It's a mechanical pencil, compass, lead refills, rulers. This will help a lot with the landscape drawings that I'm going to start learning how to do. Let's see what else we got in here. King Art Artist sketching and drawing set. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely going to use those. I have more pencil sharpeners than anyone in the history of ever would ever need at this point. And, oh, there's 2 of those ones. Sweet. Sweet. And I think those are those chalk pastels? Charcoal sticks and sepia pastel. It does not say whether it is chalk pastel or oil pastel, but from the looks of it, I'm going to assume it's a chalk pastel, which I'm totally down with. All right, and then we have 2 hardbound sketch pads. I'm probably going to give at least one of these to my son because he definitely needs some of that stuff. For sure. Lay flat binding for dry media. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, 2 big ass sketch pads. Once again, I might give one of those to my son because he's running low. Oh, we got another spiral notepad. It says be creative, and it has a bunch of bees on it, very similar to, like, yeah, I'll let you guys figure out what movie that reminds me of and go on from there. Hell yeah, thanks, dude. And gel pens. These packages never hold them the way they're supposed to, but thank you, Shawnee Step. That's awesome. And then we've got, ooh, grip of, we've got The Art of Drawing Animals. Sweet. Ah, nice. H.P. Lovecraft drawing book. Yes. Learn how to draw strange scenes from otherworldly horror. Oh, nice. Blob monsters and tentacles and Arawasa. Hell yeah. I've been looking for more monster books to learn how to draw monsters. Thanks, bro. Mastering Manga Art with the Pros. Manga Drawing Deluxe. Ooh. And another fun one. Art of Drawing Dragons, Mythical Beasts, and Fantasy Creatures. Looks really cool. I look forward to delving into these guys for sure. All right, and then we got the How to Draw Manga with pens and a sketchbook and an instruction manual. Another one of these guys. Yeah, that's actually the second one. So I might give that to my son. Because I have 2 exactly like that now. Comic book art. Do I have this one too? Did he send me 2 of these? I don't know. No, that's really nice. Thank you. Comic book art from Art Maker. Dual-ended markers, fine liners, erasers, and the instruction book. Hell yeah. Of course, the true value in this one, other than how to draw characters and stuff like that, is the proper paneling setup that you could learn from it. So I look forward to that. We've got How to Draw Animals. 48-page book, 4 sheets of sketch paper, pencil sharpener, and 4 pencils. Very nice. Hell yeah. And now, goodness gracious, sir. A Rose Art Premium 142-piece artist set in a wooden case. Holy shit, bro. Oil pastels, watercolors, crayons, colored pencils, rainbow tip pencils, paintbrushes, sketch pencils, erasers, and a sharpener. Hell yeah. Thank you, Sean. This is really nice. That is, like, really nice. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you. All right. That was the second package from Sean Estep for Christmas, and man, did that guy really go all out. Like, thank you, my friend. I don't know why I'm putting my headphones on. We'll just have to deal with it. Now, anyway, On to the show. So, as I said, today's special is all about some tasty, tasty stuff that I came across during my break here. And let's get this added to stage. There we go. All right. That's not what I wanted to add to stage, you piece of crap. That's what I wanted to add to stage. Yeah. First of all, I want to point out this is from Jose the Taco Guy. All right. Huge shout out to Jose the Taco Guy for what we are about to witness. It is 30 seconds or so. Yeah, let's just take a look here. Oh, man. Those look like mashed potatoes. Baked potatoes that they mashed up and then they fill with this delicious meat. Look at that. And then they top it with probably whatever you choose. I'm assuming that's guacamole and some strange pesto aioli stuff. I'm not sure. It could be a weird pico de gallo. But yeah, shout out to Jose the Taco Guy for bringing this to my attention. Because this does look bomb. I mean, it's like a baked potato, right? And then they mash it all up inside there. Like, and then they fill it with looks like that could be some lovely pork, or could be some chicken right there. But then they hit it with the second type of meat on this side, which let's just get a good look at that. No. All right, what do you think that is? Oh, and then you got to get the greens on there, or else it's not a proper taco, right? And then the guacamole goes on top, which I could do without. I could do without guac. I know that's like sin for a lot of people, but that looks absolutely divine, in my personal opinion. I would eat this all day long. Like, if you just kept serving them to me, I would totally eat these. 100% all day long. Not even kidding. Like, man. Nope, we're not going to see the finished product yet. All right. There we go. All right. So, yes, those like taco mashed potato, baked potato things look delicious, and I want one right now. But I'm personally thawing out some elk backstrap to pan fry with some butter and salt and pepper for my afternoon snack. Yeah, it's going to be delicious. But now we're going to move on to something that's some people might disagree with just because it's hot dogs. And as you can tell, this person is like rolling them in mustard. Hopefully it's a honey mustard or something. But let's see where this goes, shall we? Let's see where this goes. Oh, yeah. And then dust it with some spices and grill them up. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That guy really likes dragging weenies over weenies. And then, of course, you cut them down to the size of the buns you want. That's barbecue sauce. Probably brown sugar on that thing. And then some butter. And then, yeah, watch this. This is so tasty. Oh, my gosh. That's probably a garlic butter, an herb that he basted that on right there, and then you slap the weenies inside the buns, and boom, you got the mini weenie deliciousness that just looks incredible. I mean, look at those. Look at those. Do those not look fantastic? Man, that is making me hungry right there. That is making me hungry right there, because that looks like super tasty. And, you know, the preparation method threw me off at first, but then once I saw the finished result and everything that he went through, yeah, because depending on the spices that you dust it down with, this could be real good. Yeah, that looks like light brown sugar. Oh, man, and then, of course, cooks them inside the smoker or the grill, depending on what you have, what might work for you. You know, let's back that back up. All right, let's back that up. All right, that's probably some garlic butter. Those look like chunks of garlic to me. And some herbs. I'm not 100% sure what herbs. He doesn't explain it in the video. I'm not doing sounds today. Yeah. Hail to Sanding Monkey. He says, too much of a sausage fest for me. Oh, whatever. You know you like tiny weenies in your mouth. Yeah, I said it. Look at that. Man, seriously, that looks delicious. Ugh. Getting hungrier and hungrier as the show goes on. Oh my gosh. Oh, this next one, I'll tell you. This next one had me. Like, I was confused at first, as I'm sure you might be. But this individual is a genius, in my personal opinion. It's probably been around for a long time, but check it out. All right. Look at this. All right. They dipped it in hot oil, then they dipped it in batter. All right. And then they dipped it back in the hot oil. And just watch. Just watch this. Oh, man. Back in the batter. Oh, yeah. You know, you're frying it in stages. You know. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that. Mmm. Tasty pastry pocket. Yes. Maybe. Yes. And then, boom. Slide it off there. And then you fill it. That looks like a cream cheese icing of some kind, maybe. And then that's like a fruit brick, like a white chocolate. We're going to bag that up so we can get a look at that, all right? It looks like a white chocolate brick with caramel sauce, strawberries, and blueberries on it, all right? Oh, man. And then fill it with, I don't know exactly what that is. I'm going to assume it's some kind of fruit paste. All right. And then, yeah, the whipped cream on top. A little bit of strawberry action. This lady knows what's up with presentation, too. Yeah, I would love to eat that so much. Hail to E. Clay Thomason. He says, those are good with honey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because isn't that kind of like a sopapilla in a way? Not 100% sure. Kind of. I don't know, but it looks delicious because, like, I love white chocolate. I love, that could be a vanilla bark for all I know. I'm not 100% sure, but the first time I saw this, I instantly fell in love and decided I do want to try this, personally. One day I will, when I'm not preparing for a major holiday or going through a major life crisis. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe someday. Who knows? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That was so. It's even cooked perfectly. Like, this lady knows what she's doing. That looks so tasty. Especially with the whatever she just, and then I don't know what that is, but I would still eat it. Because I'm sure it's just fruit stuff. Standing Monkey says, just go easy on the cream. You want light cream on that? Okay. I mean, shit, dude. You could probably go without whipped cream, or, you know, change out the icings in the middle and stuff, and like change out the fruit that you're putting in there. Like, you could do one of those with strawberry banana and yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to drool. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So delicious. We're going to watch this one more time because, like, honestly, I love it. It's cake mix, to be specific on this one. I don't know if it's pancake mix or if it's like actual like cake, but bro, so tasty. Look at that. Gosh. I mean, tell me if you guys would eat this. I know Standing Monkey would, you know. Hail to TZ Burton. He says, hi, Corey, everyone, Merry Christmas. Let's eat crazy Asian food. Asian delicacies is going to be next week, bro. Followed by seafood. Yeah, today we're doing good food stuff. Yeah, so I won't be churning your stomachs unless you don't like the ridiculously good-looking food stuff that comes out of this. Like these lovely pastry packets that are probably like the birth of tooth decay. Like in every way, shape, and form. Oh man, I really do like that. I love me some sweets. I won't lie. I have a sweet tooth. Like, as I get older, I need to watch it more. But like, I do have a serious sweet tooth, and that one hit. Like, I want to try that so bad. All right. Now we'll. Yes. Meaty deliciousness. Some of you are going to disagree with me on this one. Plain and simple. You're gonna disagree with me on this one. But it starts out with a wrapped rack of ribs, surrounded by French fries, and then they fill it with mac and cheese. All right, does that not look great? And then this is where it falls apart a little bit for me because I hate it when people do this. But then they they take some more ribs, all right, dip them in barbecue sauce and slap that shit right on top of the mac and cheese. Right on top of the mac and cheese. Like, look at that. Look at that. All right, I would eat, oh man, I would eat this whole thing by myself, and people would accuse me of being a glutton. But, like, oh my gosh, it's ribs filled with mac and cheese surrounded by French fries. If you stopped right there, I would be happy. Do without the drizzle. Honestly, personally, without the drizzle. Don't need the drizzle. Maybe put some of that whatever sauce you're doing there on the side, or maybe I'll just dip my French fries in my mac and cheese or whatever. But like, and then slapping that extra rib on top. Yeah, yeah, I would eat that. Oh my gosh. E. Clay Thomas says, too hard to eat. I don't want a sculpture. It would not be hard to eat. Yeah, no, that would fall apart real quick. I would, nah. Fork. Fork it. Standing Monkey says, is that the rib cage special? Yes, and it sticks to your ribs too. I'm sure it does. Man, it looks so tasty. So tasty. But then again, I'm the kind of guy that they could do without all the presentation, and I would still eat it all. Because this is a perfect meal. French fries, meat, mac and cheese, more meat. Cheesy fries with ribs. Who doesn't love cheesy fries with ribs? Seriously. Cheesy fries with ribs. At some point, I might just turn into Homer and just be like, and then just drool all over the place and like go into a complete like mental dead zone thinking about all this food. Seriously. All right, you start with a bread loaf, right? This is the next one, by the way. And then you cut it out and remove the center, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. And then you press it down. And you press it down. Yeah, and then you do 1 cup of butter with chili flakes, garlic powder, garlic, parsley. That's a lot of garlic for me. And then you mix it together and you brush it in there. Oh, yeah. Already looks good, right? And then you toast it. Toasty. Fresh lasagna noodles, ground beef, tomato sauce. Man, mozzarella cheese. It's a bread bowl lasagna. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I want a bread bowl lasagna. Yeah. Remaining garlic butter up on top of there with your and then you wrap it and you bake it. And then 5 minutes uncovered. And look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Is that not a foodgasm? I mean, look at this. Let's increase the speed just a little bit. That's not what I wanted. I pushed the speed button. Did they change the freaking hotkeys? Oh, I'm right. It's Control Shift. My bad. My bad. Yeah, look at that. Isn't it just isn't this just divine? I love me some lasagna and I love me some good bread, and then, you know, you put it all together in something like this. I'm literally drooling over here, guys. Like, damn. It looks so damn good. And I did eat before this, so my appetite shouldn't be this voracious, but it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. I'll tell you. Would you guys get down on the lasagna loaf? The lasagna bread bowl lasagna? I would. Of course, then again, that's pretty much what this whole show is about, is the fact that I would get down on that. Yeah. E. Clay Thomason says, not enough carbs. Wrap it in a tortilla. You could. You could. Don't think I would, but you could. Anyway. This is one of the reasons Japan is on my bucket list to visit. My bucket list consists almost completely of food stuff. All right? And these are Japanese donuts. I can only say that I want Japanese donuts. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Making a real good chocolate. They put that heavy cream up in there and whip that shit. See, that's why you have a mixer, though. I have a standing mixer. Oh, man, look at that mixer. And then they whip it up into proper shape, right? Yeah, and then you poke a hole, and then you fill that hole. You poke a hole and fill that hole. And then you dust it in chocolate powder. And then you poke a hole, and then you fill the hole. Capiche? Yeah. Look at those donuts. Man. Looks delicious. TC Burton says, hi, will not miss next week's show. Yeah, please don't. We've got Asian delicacies, and I've actually found more. Yeah, more Asian delicacies to come. Control-Shift-L. Play. See, I like these donuts simply for the fact that they're not just like a tiny little bit of filling inside of this giant donut case. You know, they're actually full of stuff, and they're big and they're fluffy, and like, look at these things. They look so delicious. And you know, you have the granulated sugar, and then you have the cocoa on the outside, and then it just looks so delicious. Chocolate cream donuts filled like that. Oh, oh, I'm having a heart attack even just thinking about it. I didn't want to do that. I want to do that, you piece of crap. Jeez. E. Clay Thomason says, donut, a Mr. Miyagi probably loved those. Yeah, he probably did. Donut, Mr. Miyagi loved those. Word to your mom, E. Clay Thomason. All right, I got to get this in the right spot so you guys don't see the finished product right away. All right. So tasty. This next one, I think everybody could probably get behind. Honestly. We start with a simple sandwich recipe, okay? Take the bread, and then you slap some beef on it, then some cheese, and you grill that shit. It almost looks like a high-end Subway restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Man, I would get down on that. With the fries on it, and then, was that chicken? And the lettuce and stuff, and then they just, like, baste that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. You'll recognize him from the pizza episodes. Boom. That bro gets some really good food. Like, seriously. Like, look at that sandwich. French fries and meat and veggies and, just the right amount of bread, too. Because they cored it out a little bit. Yeah, look at his face. He's a happy boy, isn't he? Man, Sanding Monkey says, fries on the side, please. Well, fine. Then I pose this question to you, Mr. Sanding Monkey. What would you replace them with in the sandwich? More meat? I would totally go for some more meat. You put those fries on the side, they've got to have more meat in its place. That would be so delicious. So good. This next one I did not see coming. I did not see this one coming. Sanding Monkey, I want your answer on what you would replace the fries with inside the sandwich, because that would leave a gaping hole inside the sandwich, and then that would just be unacceptable. You'd have to fill that with something like your meat. Or, I mean, meat in general. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, anyway. So, we have cheesecake. Right? And a pie serving knife. E. Clay Thomason says hash browns. All right. Could fill some hash browns up inside there. That would be pretty good. You could make that a breakfast sandwich. Just change it up just a little bit, and you could totally make that a breakfast sandwich with some eggs and some hash browns and, like, do some sausage up in that bitch. Tasty. Oh. Let's watch this 46 seconds and see if you guys can figure it out before it hits. Yeah? They're using some kind of dough to wrap this cheesecake. What could it possibly be? Then they deep fry it. Oh my gosh, it's a churro cheesecake. Yeah. Churro cheesecake, man. Oh my gosh. My wife would love this one too. She loves churros and she loves cheesecake, and we would both get down on some churro cheesecake. You see the caramel and the fudge sauce on the side there? Yeah. Oh, no, that's not fudge. Was that raspberry? I missed that the first time. We need to back up and see if that's like, doesn't look like that could be raspberry. No, it could be chocolate. That's probably chocolate. That's probably chocolate. Like, think about it though. Churro wrapped cheesecake. Who would not eat this? Whoever you are, I'm sorry you have diabetes and you can't enjoy the finer things in life. Seriously. This looks so good. And the way they do it, too. Like, I learn new things all the time about cooking because of researching for this show and finding shit for this show. And like this one, I'm going to try this because I already make a really good cheesecake, and wrapping it in churros. Yeah. Yes. Mm. Mm. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? I need to see what this is for. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay. All right. Oh, so delicious. Sandy Monkey says deep fried cheesecake sounds interesting. I've had deep fried ice cream before. I've still never had deep fried ice cream. As weird as it is, I've never had deep fried ice cream. I keep hearing about it and people say it's delicious, but I still have not tried it. Gonna have to get down on that at some point. For all of you watching on the replay, let me know if you would eat the churro cheesecake or anything on tonight's show, today's show, whatever. This next one. Wait until you see it. We got shredded cheese, we got ground beef, bacon, smushed and rolled together into like, yep. Look at that. Look at that. That's a crazy burger. And I never thought about doing a bacon burger like that. All right. And yes, everything about this looks delicious to me. If you think it looks gross, you need to go get some help because this shit looks delicious. All right. I would totally get down on this. Yes. And I just never thought about like wrapping the bacon, the burger inside the bacon. Sure, these guys went and fed it to their dogs or whatever, but, I would still eat that. I mean, just let's take a look at this concept real quick, all right? You take a piece of bacon, you lay it out, and then you lay your burger, your hamburger over the top of the bacon, and then you put the cheese over the top of it, and then you roll it like it's a cinnamon roll, like a cinnamon roll, right? And then you, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I never once in my life thought about doing a burger like this, but now, gonna do a burger like this. Sandy Monkey says, bacon burger or hamburger? Both. It's a bacon hamburger. We could totally do a full-on bacon burger, though. Like, if you found a way to properly grind the bacon, turn it into a pasty goodness, and then squish it together, and then and then you could fry it in a patty. That would literally be a bacon burger. That would probably be pretty tasty. And then they squished it. Look at all those veggies. Like, for no reason. Like, yeah. I don't know what the rest of that stuff is. But the burger itself looks delicious. Yeah, steam cook it, fry it. Put some cheese on there. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh. And then the buns into the cheese on the grill. And then, yeah, like some sloppy onion shit up on there. And then you just stack it all up. And look at that. Look at that. I would eat that. Yeah, I would eat that. Shit looks so delicious. All right. We have two variations of the same dish coming up. All right. And I need you to bear with me in the fact that I would go to this place 2 days in a row just to order both of these versions. It would take me about a day to get over eating one of these. This almost made it into the supersize special. But let's be honest, this is a family meal. And I would eat it by myself. All right. Let's just take it in, okay? That's some Alfredo. And those are ribs. Yep. Oh man, look at that. Bacon bits on there with that, and then the waffle fries on the other side with some cheese sauce and the off the bone ribs right there. Shred them up a little bit on the fries, and oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's what rib bones are supposed to be for. Doesn't that look delicious? You share that with a couple people, you normal people would be fantastically happy with sharing that with their family, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then the second version of this rib dish is this bad boy right here, which has regular fries covering both ends of the ribs, cheese sauce, shredded rib meat on top, all right, maybe brisket, some sauce and veggies, and yeah. Like, I feel like this would be a bonding meal between me and Nick Weiser. We could sit down and get down on these together. And we would just have a good time. I know he's a pizza guy, but you know he's not going to pass up ribs like that. Seriously. Said those ribs look so delicious. Like, I don't know what your guys' feelings are on ribs and stuff, but yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right, now we're going to move back into the burger arena. And, of course, it starts with smashing fully made burgers. You know, normally I would protest this. But then they start stacking all kinds of goodness on top of it. And then they smash those burgers together like that. And there you go. There's your burger. It's literally a double cheeseburger with a melted... See, it's him again. But, like, yeah, melted mozzarella patty in the middle there. Could be smoked provolone inside there, but I doubt it. It's probably mozzarella. But yeah, let's just deconstruct this a little bit. 2 smash burgers. All right. So it's a triple burger because you got 2 burgers here and a patty over here that goes in the middle. Right. And then, so you put your patty on top of one burger and then you put your melted mozzarella cheese slab on top of that with a little bit of sauce, and then you slap your other burger on top of that, and then there's your burger. My dog is barking, and I don't like that. Anyway, yeah. I will, oh man. If you can't tell, I'm a meat and potatoes and cheese kind of guy. Like, I would get down on that. That would be just, nah, we're going to watch that one more time, just because. Just because. You know what? Let's go 2 times speed. Yeah. Oh, man. Yep. And then, of course, he gets to enjoy the finest things in life. If you don't eat like that, you can't ever be fat. And that's the dream, right? To get super fat. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this. If you're a fan of big weenies, what's coming next will please you. Yes, indeed. You'll notice I'm just kind of pumping through this because I have a special ending to this show that I want to go through. and it might take a little bit of time. Oh, yeah. Giant weenie slapped right inside those buns. Oh, yeah. I love me a gigantic ass hot dog with bacon bits and, let's see. Is this the chili dog one? It's the chili dog one. Yeah, I love a good chili dog, all right? Man, and look at the monster that is that hot dog. Oh my gosh. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but those could be crushed Cheetos pieces. That's where I kind of fall off right there. But then you put the cheese on top. E. Clay Thomason says, Culture Casino would love that. Yes, he does love a gigantic weenie, doesn't he? Then the ketchup, some mustard. Ketchup and mustard on a chili dog is a no for me. So I would just get it without that. And I would definitely go without whatever this green shit is. All right, I'm sure they're trying to say that that's some kind of relish, but it isn't not the right color. I mean, it's very vibrant. And I would eat it up until a point. Like, up until... I would leave these guys off. I would just have him strip those straight off. And then, replace that with cheese. And then I would probably do without the ketchup and mustard. And whatever that stuff is. Yeah. Hail to Real Wade Nation Gaming. Clips. Recap. Whatever the @ sign says your name is. He says, what is this? This, my friend, is a gigantic weenie. And I would devour this in no time. Yes. It's a gigantic bacon chili cheese dog with some unnecessary stuff in it. Go faster. I said go faster. Yeah, there we go. Yep. TZ Burton says, so far I will eat everything on this stream. Yes, sir. Yes, that was the purpose. To make sure I didn't ruin your holidays this year. I'm saving it for next year. For our Christmas special and Thanksgiving specials and stuff like that. We're going to really mess up your nights. Yes, but yeah, I would get down on that. I would eat that. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. It's so delicious. And then, oh yeah, this is so, actually, I really enjoy what you're about to see from a specific restaurant called Crave here in Colorado. I think there's like 5 locations now. Their version is called the Fatty Melt. And you'll see why. All right, so we start with some grilled cheese sandwiches. Yep, you grill those sandwiches up nice. You steam it to get the cheese melted the rest of the way, and then you set them off to the side, right? You put, and then you're gonna make your burger. Yeah, you gotta make your burgers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, double burger time. On the grilled cheese sandwiches. Yep, look at that. Fry up some more meat. Chop it up with some onions up in there. Put that on top of it. Some more cheese sauce. Some peppers. Boom. It's a grilled cheese beef from Tony Beef. Yeah. Wade says, Old Casa Bonita was fun. Yes, it was. I remember going there as a child. It was a good time. And I actually didn't get food poisoning. So, yeah. TZ Burton says, I want those cream-filled donuts. Hell yeah, bro. Like, and they're filled proper, too. Filled proper. Yes, sir. And, like, I love the Fatty Melt. I love the grilled cheese as buns. I love the amount of meat that you get with it. The ones at Crave are actually bigger than this. The Crave Burger here in Colorado makes such good shit. And then, of course, that's like fried steak. They chop it up. It's like a Philly cheesesteak, but with grilled cheese sandwiches instead. From Tony Beef. Wherever you are, Tony Beef. Huge shout out from What the Food. That looks delicious. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, yeah. This is the one that starts out really nasty and then turns out really good. TZ Burton says, keep the bread to a minimum on those burgers. That's right. That's right. I'm a kind of guy that, like, with my burgers and my sandwiches, I prefer way more meat than bread. Uh, for sure. For sure. So let's start out with this is gonna look gross. And since it's 2.5, it's almost 3 minutes long, I'm just gonna automatically put that on 2 times speed. So let's watch. Let's watch. Just take it in. Just take it in. Yep, they melted that cheese. They put sugar and yeast, heated up some water. Oh yeah, it looks like they're making a dough of some kind. Hmm. Hmm. The process seems a little unnecessary. And then they mix it in with the cheese there. And then they put it in there and they add more flour. Oh my gosh. It's a cheese bread. Yeah, buddy. They're making cheese bread. Yeah, look at that. And then they bake it. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I personally think that this looks amazing. 3 full cloves of garlic, 3 full things of garlic is just too much. Yeah, it's just too much garlic. Yeah, so this entire bread is made with cheese inside of it. It's like the least vegan thing you could find outside of slapping a steak on top of it. Oh, E. Clay Thomason says, it's kind of messed up that you do this show right before dinner. Well, normally I would agree with you, but this is piquing my appetite. I don't know about you, E. Clay, but yeah, buddy. I would normally say if you're watching this while you're eating or before dinner, you made a poor life choice, but today I don't want to say that with earnestness because it's just not true. It's just not true. Look at that. Like, yeah, it looks good to me. TZ Burton says, a giant weenie between a pair of buns is a perfect food for the Dicks division. Yes, it is. You are correct. Like, honestly, this bread does look good once it's all finished. And I'm sure it tastes amazing as long as you use the right cheese inside the dough. Like, this is cheese bread. They literally melted cheese and then they threw batter into it. And then they turned it into a dough to leaven, and then they turned it into a round bread. They cut it, they cooked it, and then they made their own like garlic stuff to go along with it. And boom, there it is. There it is, cheese bread. Mmm, cheese bread. Yeah, and that of course was from Cook Rate. Yeah. Uh, and I don't really need to explain this next one, but I'm gonna show you guys just because. Yep. Yeah. I really think that looks delicious. You know? It just looks good. Like, it's kebab. It fits in with the foreign affairs we did last week. It looks way better than the Asian delicacies we're getting next week. And, like, it just looks good. Like, I love the puffed up bread, and then they cut it open with the scissors, and they fill it with meat and herbs and some creamy stuff. And boom, there it is. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's all I have to say about that. That looks delicious. And I need to go wherever they're serving that and get me some. Yep. So this next one, if we're being honest. Oh. E. Clay Thomas says, I think that might be yogurt. It could be. It could be. Yogurt is a very common thing for pairing with Greek foods and Middle Eastern foods and stuff. Like, I never would have thought of that as an American, putting yogurt inside of sandwiches and stuff, but it is tasty sometimes. Um, Okay. This one comes with a disclaimer. All right. Hold on. TZ Burton says, I want cheese bread. Me too. Me too, bro. Oh, yeah. Swap the flour tortilla for a crepe, and this is perfect. All right. Frozen tortilla, or swap out the flour tortilla for a crepe. All right. It's always great to have crepes with that kind of stuff in it. And then, of course, we have a giant-ass pepperoni pizza that I would totally eat, and it's pretty much perfect. Look at that. This is like a perfect pizza. Some people would be like, oh, it's a little overcooked, and I'd be like, nah, you smoking crack. This is a perfect pepperoni pizza. Perfect. Love pepperoni pizza. And then, of course, you have a watermelon lollipop as a joke. And I know some people that would like that, especially with some fried chicken. And now, we're moving to the special closing to the show. Since it's Christmas, I wanted to give a special present to my friends since I'm a broke bitch and can't really send gifts to people. I'm going to be featuring some of Christian DeLorme's wonderful food with special guest appearance by Mel. So, a wintertime favorite is what they're about to show us here. All right, inside here they have a bunch of what looks like cherry tomatoes and some basil leaves. This here has absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm pretty sure Christian was just drinking that at the time. But then, yep, they chopped up some extra stuff in there and they blended it. All right, they heated it up and ate it. Christian DeLorme's homemade tomato soup. Fast, easy, good to go. You blend up your tomatoes and your spices, herbs. You throw them in a pan and heat them up, and then you eat it. Not a bad choice from our buddy Christian DeLorme. Hail to Christian for that one. It does look absolutely wonderful. I myself go through a much more detailed process of making my tomato soup. We like to get the tomatoes skinned. We deseed them. We then bake them, covered in brown sugar for a little bit to neutralize some of the acidity. And then, we add cream and it's a whole process. Maybe one day when I do a cooking show, if I ever do a cooking show, I'll show you guys how we do our tomato soup here at home. Eclay Thomason says, those crazy French Canadians shake my head. I know. They always come along. Nice. Hey, what's up, Nick Weiser? Hail to 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. What's up, buddy? I don't remember what you're doing on Toxic Tuesday. 70s told me last night, and I don't remember. So maybe you should say something in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Hail to Nick Weiser. Yeah, you missed a lot of crazy good-looking food stuff. There's a rib dish previously in the stream you should go check out, and we could totally split it if we ever figured out where these people were. You would enjoy it a lot. All right, and now we're going to move to, I believe this was a pork tenderloin from Christian DeLorme. I think. Not 100% sure. But let's just walk through this, all right? He's got it. He starts cooking it, and then it's cooked. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know what he did for seasoning, but these are the pictures he sent me for his pork. This could be pork shoulder, could be pork. That's probably a shoulder, yeah. But it looks delicious. I would love to try some of Christian's food in real life. Shit looks absolutely amazing every time he sends it to me. With exception to the boiled pig's feet, which are featured in the opening and closing video for the show. Yeah. Nick Weiser says his meat looks great. Yeah, I figured you'd appreciate Christian's meat. Yeah, buddy. I'm surprised he hasn't popped in yet. It's probably working. And then, of course, there's the Breakfast of Champions. Nick Weiser says, you want to try Christian's meat? I do. We have plans, bro. Yes, the Breakfast of Champions sandwich, according to Christian Delorme, is sausage links topped with eggs. Those look like green peppers and a little bit more sausage inside the eggs. Boost that protein. And then I can't remember what he said this was. What kind of meat pate this was on this side. Yeah. Clay Thomason says, make sure you don't choke on it. Man, I'll tell you, I don't choke. I don't care. I don't choke on that meat. No. Standing Monkey says, we want all you can eat meat. Yes, indeed. Yes, especially, like, this looks delicious. Like, the soup also looks good, if we're being honest. It does. Yeah, so there was Christian Delorme's shares that he sent to us. I hope you guys will agree with me that he actually does look like he's a pretty good cook. That or Mel does all the work, and she's a good cook. Either way, I would totally eat at their house, and I look forward to cooking for them someday. The only reason I never share any of my food on this is because I always eat it too fast, and then I'm like, oh, I should have taken a picture of that. Oh, well. Yeah. But that's the show for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I had a fantastic time. We will be doing Talent Gaming tonight. I still have not decided what game, so stay tuned. You'll see, I suppose. Thank you, Clay, TZ Burton, Standing Monkey, Nick Weiser. Thank you all for showing up and sharing in my What the Food? Yes, because I really do like all of the food stuff that I showed today. And if you guys are just showing up here at the end, make sure you go back and you watch what was before. Because, you know, TZ Burton says it, you know, cheese bread, giant weenie between a pair of buns for the Dicks division. Yeah, deep fried cheesecake. You know, donuts. Donut. Yeah, cream-filled donuts. Yeah, buddy. Wade is laughing. Standing Monkey says, so Sir Talks a Lot is also Sir Eats a Lot. Well, I do consume roughly 4,500 calories a day. Upwards of 180 grams of protein and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I eat a lot. Clay Thomas says, you always finish early. Yeah, well, I'm not here for the long haul. I'm here for that $20, and that's about it. You know, because $20 is $20. Who cares if I finish early? TZ Burton says, I love our French-Canadian brothers. I love that French-Canadian. Like, I don't know about the rest of them. I don't really know many other French-Canadians, but I like this guy here. He's a fun guy. He's my bro. Yep. He sent me this clock up here that I need to fix because the sticker's coming off because in Colorado we have like negative humidity where it just sucks the humidity out of everything constantly and then like you die. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I constantly have bottles of water everywhere and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. You know, super dry out here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, next week on this show, we're doing Asian delicacies. And it is an extension of our foreign affairs. But I've got to tell you guys right now, the only thing that's going to be worse than the Asian affairs is when I get to the chicken special. But before we get there, it's going to be seafood. Yeah, so enjoy the respite that I gave you today from the nasty, nasty foodstuffs. Because next week, we're kicking it back up. And you guys, you're going to be sorry. I shouldn't say that to my fans and my viewers. You're going to be sorry. But honestly, we've got some really, really, really nasty stuff in the future. But Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Stay sexy, don't get murdered, and have a wonderful time. Adios.
correct way to eat a cinnamon roll.
Yo, what the food is that? What am I looking at? It looks like a double douche was dropped inside your mac and cheese dishes. Please don't be putting all those beans on my pizza and lasagna. Got me begging on my knees. Yo, what the food is that? A deep fried heart attack, type 2 diabetes on a stick with candy coated double chin setting in. What you gonna do when your poor little cankles can no longer support you? Hail to Krakatoa. Anyway, back to the end. Smells like cholesterol and shame up in here. Man, it's rancid. Is that boiled pig feet? I'm gonna be sick. Yo, what the food is wrong with you? Just tell me why you do the things you do, like coating chicken wings in purple goo and turning perfect meat into a nightmare straight from Lovecraft. The cheese-covered Swiss rolls will fuse to your back fat. Yeah, what the food? Tell me what you gonna do. Are you gonna eat the pizza with the special toppings too? Yes, it's been revealed and it turned into a spectacle. Now don't start tripping, it's just a juicy testicle. What the food is that? A frosted coated glass. What the food am I supposed to do with something that's as dumb as that? Wait a minute, now I see it. This is just a waste of space. Take a step back and get your salmon vodka out my face. You can't tell me people actually eat this. It's gotta be illegal. What even is that? Ugh. Oh, what the food? What did I just walk into? Chocolate emerald pickles with a heaping side of fragrant grue, coupled with the texture of the double sardine chocolate bread. Kinda makes me wish that this morning I had woke up dead. Can you even classify that as food? Isn't poisoning someone for internet fame illegal? What the food, man?